They've lawyered up. That is, today we're checking in with Riku Tazumi, CEO of ANYCOLOR Incorporated, the parent company of both Nijisanji and co-parent company of VirtuaReal. Well, also today we're checking in with UniCreate, a Japanese company offering production facilities for VTubers and content creators alike, offering services for motion capture and also sound production, even including ASMR. And this all involving the artist and content creator Yuri Shirakawa, aka Yuri Mizusawa, aka Anisama Daisuki, she being both an artist and an ASMR content creator, having prior worked with UniCreate, and who is the subject of numerous posts by Woodpecker Haunting 28, a user on r/Nijisanji, chronicling this content creator's issues with ANYCOLOR Incorporated. Beginning here with this post, artist warned/threatened by ANYCOLOR over unfounded rumors that she leaked confidential information. Beginning with an artist/creator in Japan tweeted yesterday that she received a warning/threatening letter from ANYCOLOR. According to the document, ANYCOLOR states that they heard from a third party, that being UniCreate, that she leaked confidential information that violates their contract and has harmed ANYCOLOR's reputation. This content creator denying she ever said these things, and also stating that UniCreate has refused to pay her for her work and that she had to go to a legal agency with the Tokyo Metropolitan Government to finally get them to pay her. That letter from ANYCOLOR Incorporated documented here, offering up the signature seal of ANYCOLOR's CEO, and then stating, the other day we have gained reports from the third party that you are leaking our company's confidential information, as well as information that will harm our reputation and trust. After conducting an investigation, we heard reports from the UniCreate CEO that you were leaking the following information that we will refer to as these facts. This letter then giving 4 bullet points, and also mentioning that the contract has an article that dictates confidentiality and is quote-unquote survivable even after the contract ends. This all coming right after an unsigned talent contract with Nijisanji has been revealed, which included similar survivable articles. This letter continuing on, therefore leaking these facts to a third party violates this confidentiality. Also, these facts are facts that harm our company's reputation and trust, so it's also an unfair practice. Given the above reasons, please do not leak this contract, its settlement, and its termination to the third party like these facts. Yuri mentioning that they hadn't paid the fees and collective bargaining was not accepted, but after having a meeting at the Tokyo Metropolitan Government office, she finally got them to pay the fees. That referring to UniCreate owing her, but now addressing this letter from ANYCOLOR saying, can any expert tell me what I do when I receive a threatening letter from another company that believed bad rumors about me that has no evidence? I have not said anything. Yuri later tweeting, you should not use your company's signature seal without the consent of the president. If you have a lawyer's badge, you know that's illegal. And if it gets reported, it will be a big deal. Saying further, so it's a company that has a person that even if they have a lawyer's badge, they would listen to people without any evidence, believe it, and forge documents using the CEO's signature seal without the CEO's permission. I got to know the company's standard and was surprised by this industry. I'm done with it. I don't care if other people haven't been harmed. I know there are a lot of better companies out there. I don't like companies that make trouble for people. Lastly tweeting, is this legal department okay with doing such things, even though they have a lawyer's badge? I was just wondering. The president probably doesn't even know anything about it, so I felt sorry for him. Please work hard running the company. I was worried about the system in this industry. Please don't do the same to others. I won't discuss this anymore. The assumption being that Yuri received another reply from ANYCOLOR Incorporated after showing that letter, and their legal team trying to say that the letter was not from the CEO, even though it bared his signature. The Reddit post continuing on, I am not sure if I believe that Tazumi didn't know about this, because one, the tone and tactic of the document is consistent with what we've seen with Celin's termination letter, the investor relations statement, and the black screen stream. Further, in Japan, it is common to make an employee take the fall to preserve a company's reputation. This poster also saying, either way, I don't think we will find out the actual truth, but it is really concerning they did not check with the artist first before sending a warning/threatening letter. Believing the words of someone with a questionable past, that being the CEO of UniCreate, who has their own history, and that the ANYCOLOR legal staff used the CEO's signature without his permission. Woodpecker Haunting offering up this update later, entitled, Threatened Artist Reveals That She Was Harassed by ANYCOLOR Lawyer in the Past. Linking a tweet and saying the artist in question replied in one of the tweets this morning and revealed that she was harassed by ANYCOLOR ANYCOLOR lawyers in the past, translating with, so actually, when he was young and participating in harassment against me in the past, he was the kind of person going crazy in Slack, saying, quote, I have a lawyer's badge. I am really a lawyer. So what I am saying is correct. So don't talk back to me. You're continuing with, so it can't be helped, I guess. Also, when I shared this with my lawyer, they backed me up saying that he was young and inexperienced. Further, there are two other tweets without subjects, but still translated. Yuri tweeting out, you don't want this, do you? You don't want to hear a recording of a woman being yelled at by 3 men with a legal department using the company name and saying that this is the consensus of the company. Yuri perhaps implying that she has a recording with ANYCOLOR Incorporated lawyers where they are yelling at her and also saying, this is a meeting so you need to obey, do not hang up. And in a further tweet saying it's rough that a company in which the internal structure does not change. Did they get scared that the person they've been harassing as much because they thought she was just a young girl has now properly prepared a lawsuit and brought in a lawyer and thought that they settled all this in the past by paying a small amount of money that they already bargained to a lower price? I'm angry because even though I kept quiet, they still are doing terrible things. This Reddit poster pointing out in both tweets she does not mention any names. However, there are important elements here, such as mentioning a stock price, and that likely not meaning UniCreate, as UniCreate does not have any publicly traded stocks. Therefore, it is more likely they are talking about ANYCOLOR Incorporated, and that she has an audio recording of a conversation in which she was yelled at by 3 people from a legal department, adding that she is talking about having been done terrible things to her in the past, which has kept her silent until now. This poster continuing on, I am still blown away about how ANYCOLOR managed to get themselves involved in this when the issue was originally between UniCreate and the artist. The whole thing is very concerning, but I'm glad this got out because there could be other artists who were also harassed just like her. And there's also the possibility of a police investigation if the lawyer using the CEO's signature stamp without permission is true. And we have a further update. Threatened artist makes a meme video revealing that she only received half the payment for settlement in the past and does not have money for a lawsuit, stating the artist reveals some new info in a video using a popular cat meme that, as evidenced here, as in the video as a cat meme she is seen reacting, legal department, it's the company that used to harass me, what do they want now? Company responding, we heard from a CEO of another company that you've been spreading bad rumors about us, we're suing you all right with that? You're responding, where's your evidence? And do you have a recording? And what do you mean you use the CEO's signature stamp and he doesn't show up? The company in the meme video responding, I made it so the CEO doesn't know. You're responding back, that's a forgery of a document, adding, I still have a recording of a harassment in which 3 men yelled at me in the name of a so-called meeting, but I don't have money for a lawsuit and am too busy for that. I just got unpaid money, so why do I have to go through with all of this? I haven't done anything and I kept quiet even though I was harassed. You guys only paid me half the amount even when we settled the case, saying you can't pay for a girl's monthly income. Stop making stuff up again about what I didn't say. You did that during harassment too, so it makes me feel sick. Are you trying to make me have flashbacks? Further adding, it reminds me of the time when I was called to the office when going out for unnecessary reasons was not allowed. This referring to the time of lockdowns. You're continuing on, I still remember you said, did we call you? And you made me wait outside for an hour in the middle of winter. What the hell do you think you're doing, wasting people's time? This artist making a tweet about all this saying, can I also make a video about the harassment? The flashbacks are so painful that I've been crying nonstop. It's a cat meme, so it should be funny and everyone can laugh about how hard it was, so that's good enough for me. If you think that this is a made-up story on the internet, that's fine, because the internet is a virtual world. This Reddit poster giving a too long didn't read for this update, stating the threatened artist made a meme video about what happened, stating the company only gave her half the payment for settlement in the past, called her to the office during lockdown, and made her wait outside in the cold for an hour. She's getting flashbacks from trauma, but neither has the money nor the time for a lawsuit. And now we have another update entitled Artist who previously worked with the black company reveals she was forced to write down her flaws, had her colleagues ignore her, by order from higher ups, developed PTSD, and that she went to the labor union and had the company pay for a settlement. Immediately offering up this summary, the artist was forced to attend the meetings daily by the company where she got yelled at, verbally abused, and told to write down her flaws and read it out loud. Higher ups ordered all of her colleagues to ignore her and kicked her out from Slack and Discord. When she pointed out this harassment, they ignored and laughed at her. She developed PTSD and went to the labor union. The company had to make a settlement, but was asked to pay only half the amount. The artist, who was going through a lot at the time, agreed with the terms the company proposed because she didn't want to get involved anymore. This being relayed through tweets and another cat meme video, personifying the legal department and higher up, saying, think about how useless you are. Think about how incompetent you are. Write it down and read it out loud. It's not over until we approve. This is business. Don't think you can earn more than us. You are just a girl who's freelancing. You think you're something, you social misfit. Yuri threw the cat meme video, further saying, I was called into a meeting where I was yelled at most of the meeting. Of course, the meeting exceeded the allotted time. When I pointed out harassment, the legal department denied it, and I was forced to attend the meetings, which made me feel crazy. A psychiatrist telling Yuri, you have PTSD and adjustment disorder. I'll be giving you prescriptions and a diagnosis. Rest as much as you can now. Yuri stating further, I'm bedridden and can't work. I'm freelance, so my income drastically goes down, but the so-called meetings continue. My colleagues ignore me because of orders from the higher-ups. I get yelled at by higher-ups. I get kicked out from Slack and Discord. I'm forced to degrade myself every day. When I'm going crazy in a manic state, I contact the labor union. Then personifying this legal department and higher-ups once again with, PTSD, lies, LOL. If it's true, that's hard for you, LOL. You will attend a meeting today too. We will educate you on how useless you are. This is harassment. Illegal? No. It's legal. I'm a lawyer, I can assure you. A lawsuit? Labor union? Don't think you got it all with just internet knowledge, girl. Sure, if you want to do it, go ahead. LOL, we are clean, laughing, LOL. The labor union at this time then interjecting and stating, you forced her to come to the office during an emergency, made her come with a lawyer, and made her leave without discussion. You have multiple men yelling at a young woman in a weaker position daily. This is complete harassment, taking advantage of your position of power. The artist wants to go to trial. Company then responding, they'll go for a settlement, but only paying half of the settlement amount. Yuri then describing all kinds of other issues that were also happening at the same time, including being stalked by a listener of her ASMR videos, treated like a tool by another content creator, all while also receiving threats to her life and medical issues with her stomach. Telling the union, I'm staying in the hospital now. They want to cut the settlement money to half. I don't care anymore. I'll accept all the terms. I don't want to get involved anymore. I just don't want to get yelled at anymore. The artist stating, me, who kept working without missing a deadline even in the hospital and have turned into the strongest working machine, celebrating being out of the hospital and stating they'll work hard, and then finding out now another company is not paying her for her work. This poster on Reddit adding, I actually felt sick making this post, but this is sadly very similar to what happened with a certain liver. I guess this is what they've been doing internally, ordering people to ignore someone they don't like and verbally abusing them daily. We'll be awaiting to see if there are any further dealings between this artist and ANYCOLOR Incorporated. As further along today, we have an update from VirtuaReal, a joint project between ANYCOLOR Incorporated and Bilibili. Now regarding one of their talents, Mitsusa, going on to announce her graduation date of March 20th, with the intention of all of her contents being kept up on her Bilibili channel. As formerly now with Nijisanji English, we have Clawmark, remarking not once, but twice, showing off these photos of a YouTube silver play button for passing 100,000 YouTube subscribers. Some seeing this tweet and believing that Claude actually received 2 silver play buttons, as this Nijisanji talent had hit that milestone and then had lost thousands of subscribers, going back under 100,000 subscribers, only to now, at this time, regain them back. And with the wording of this tweet, some again believing that he has received 2 silver play buttons. Claude later confirming hit twice, 1 button, meaning that he has hit the milestone twice, but there is only 1 silver play button. And again, numerous users questioning if Claude has even personally received the silver play button, as numerous other livers, both the Nijisanji English and Nijisanji's Japan branch, have stated they have never seen their silver play buttons or gold play buttons, and that instead these play buttons are simply kept at the ANYCOLOR Incorporated office. This further being backed up in the photographs themselves with a white office desk, and when placed flat on the desk, clearly reflecting fluorescent lighting often seen in an office environment. Photos like these seen numerous times from other Nijisanji English livers, including by Petra Gurin, who had once shown off a very similar photo of her play button, and has been joined in Japan by other Nijisanji English livers performing off-collab streams. That is, she has also been streaming alongside Nijisanji English's Rosemi Rosemi Lovelock of the same wave, Obsidia. This being the same wave that included Selene Tatsuki, a now terminated talent with the Nijisanji English Company, as both Petra and Rosemi would perform at Nijigen. Gurin tweeting out this photo and saying, "Thank you Nijigen, thank you Malaysia," sent from Petra's cage. These two also going on to perform a spy party stream with one another that also included a major announcement. Those being for 3D debuts. This surprise having been earlier leaked on Petra's channel, as the waiting room for the stream had appeared for a small amount of time. Many viewers noticing that the scheduled date of Friday, March 15th at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern also happens to overlap with the timing of Hololive Productions' upcoming HoloFest. While Rosemi Lovelock's 3D debut will be the following week on Friday, March 22nd at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. These 3D debuts occurring 2 years and 8 months after the debuts of these two Nijisanji English members. Well, next we're very quickly checking in with Uki Violetta, remarking he's gonna impregnate me. That referring to wavemate Fulgur Ovid, unveiling his latest archivist look, and like so many other Nijisanji English livers being afflicted with height growth, Fulgur now also celebrating 1 million views on the Noctics original song Break Free for their 2nd anniversary, stating, "I don't know how you all did it so fast, but thank you so much for 1 million views on Break Free. The lyrics mean so much to all of us at Noctics, and I'm so proud to be a part of it and get to work with so many skilled people. Never rest in peace, we gotta live not just to survive." This is Fulgur is also releasing his 2nd original song, Enshrouding Tonight, on both YouTube and Bilibili, saying, "I'm so excited to finally share the final version with all of you at the end of this week." That is Fulgur, along with others in the Noctics and Ethereal waves, are preparing for a collab with Code Geass. This official tweet saying they're preparing PR live streams and crossover merchandise for the collaboration, and offering up the date of execution of March 15th JST time. As lastly today with Nijisanji English, we have this announcement of the White Day Goods sale, that launching alongside the Nijisanji Valentine Goods merchandise sale, which had potentially been delayed by a full month. And that is all for today's episode, as we'd like to quickly thank Shihiro for giving us this artwork entitled True or False, which I can personally confirm is like looking into a mirror. Well, further we have this artwork from Camellia entitled Now on the News, and again is also very accurate to form. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Send in your VTuber news to our Discord, as we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.